got a little, there's a little turn screw here, right there.
Yeah, that's right? Releases the pressure.
Yeah, so you turn it to the right or the left. Now that's released, so now it won't pump the roof up. Yeah, turn it all the way to the right.
Clockwise,
righty-tighty.
Locks it. Yeah, okay. Pumps well. Did you change the seals on it?
I mean, we changed out all the fittings that were leaking and whatever seals we could get to.
Sweet.
So, and they're just little O-rings that you know, I can give you a couple extras.
How often do they need replacing?
Sometimes they last for 30 years. Sometimes they last for 3.
Right.
They're really quite simple. You just have to prop the roof up so you can take the ram out.
What does that mean, the ram?
This is the piston.
Oh, in order to replace the pistons, you have to get the thing all the way up, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's not that simple.
Right, and they get a little bit hard sometimes.
It really makes a difference to have it level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it's lifting more in the front there.
Yes, it is.
Than the back.
The front usually has some kind of a stop. Grab it.
It went a little past the pin place on the front when it went down. It's kind of a two-person job, right?
Yeah, not too bad. And then you put these pins in. Have a nail.
Also, it straightened out. When you went back down and then up again, it fixed itself.
Yeah, I mean, this thing, it's, you know, it needs to be messed with.
What does the...
Well, like little spots will get caught, you know, watch your hand there.
Oh, yeah.
So then you just release the pressure and let it come back down on its pins.
Right.
And then you're not leaving it in a pressurized state.
Right, and it's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
then you tighten it up again.
Tighten it up, let it sit. Then when you need to put it down, you just give it a couple quick pumps up.
Oh yeah, there you go. And how much further up can it go past the...
I mean, in the back it has stops. Those 2 screws are holding a stop.
Okay.
In the front, they don't usually have stops. But the ram stops itself out generally.
Is there something one could build to make it stop in the front?
Yeah.
Maybe on the outside, or?
Yeah, like this here. You know, there's these 2 screws right there, and you could put something in the middle of this track that hits these. That's how they used to do it. It's just not in there on here.
Okay.
So
yeah, that might be something to do. Make it a little safer, because if it goes over, then it will come off the thing, right? It'll come right off. And then, like, you have
shouldn't go all the way up. It'll start leaking oil before it goes all the way up.
So it'd be nice to put a stopper on it. I'll try to work on it.
Sometimes you gotta help it get moving in the back. And yeah, make sure the door doesn't get caught. Getting the rot figured out in the spots where there's bad wood, so that the sides have better stuff to go into.
So that the what will have better stuff?
The slides.
Okay.
They need to be able to screw into good wood so that they hang on to.
So that's the repairs we have to do.
Yeah.
Start on that left side. That's the worst of it.
Yeah, I mean, pull the little pieces of metal off the side and replace all that wood in there.
How thick is the plywood that they use?
It's framed in with 2x2 on the side.
Yes, but I mean the plywood itself.
There's the only plywood, the proper plywood's in the back, in the front, in the middle wall. It's all 3/4.
3/4.
On like this stuff is all 1/8 inch.
Yeah, that's like super thin stuff. Yeah, skin.
Like veneered skin.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no plywood on the sides. You saw the one, you know, you can bring your camera in and
Yeah, I'll do that.
film that one.
I'll just take a look. Sure.
So that's up and down. And then once it's down, I close the little thing off again.
All right. So you close it so it doesn't stay open. Okay. What happens if it stays open?
Nothing really.
Okay.
I mean, if you were driving long distance, you know, potentially you could get like some airlift in there, like they have like sucked up and off before, but.
And then these guys, they're okay. This is factory. They just staple them together like that.
No, factory would have had
Screws or
like
something?
some trim.
Oh, okay.
You know.
But I might be able to get trim on it even while it's on the truck, right? The rest of it is okay. Like here. Yeah, this is tight there.
Yeah, and that stuff's never really going to
Do
you
anything.
know, I put some staples in on the other side where
Okay.
it's coming off,
So,
so it's all tight.
yeah. Yeah, it was over here.
Yeah.
This thing would pull out a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, you stapled it up. And then what do I do? I noticed you said that you had taken the windows out and the other one and stuff.
Yeah.
What's... So...
So you can back all these screws out and the window will just fall out.
Okay.
You know, you have to like release it from its sealant.
Yeah.
And then scrape all the sealant off, and they make this stuff called RV putty. It's
Yes.
not caulking, it's like a big
Yeah, I'm
roll,
familiar with
right?
it, yes.
And it's like 3/4 of an inch or 1 inch wide. And you just unroll it all the way around the window and stick it back up, and it kind of seals the screws as it goes in. These, you can buy these from vintagetrailersupply.com, or there's a few other ones. They're called drip cap.
What's it called?
Drip cap.
Okay.
Vintage drip cap.
Now, these look okay, but you think that it'd be a good idea to do that, to back them up?
I mean,
you would.
if you're gonna take all this shit off, take it all off.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you're gonna end up doing it again.
Okay.
Later.
I got you.
Pull this off, pull this off, pull this, these, you know, all this stuff, and then this panel. You're gonna have to take this panel off. This is just one long one, and then this is a separate square right here. You know, it's S-lock. So this has a raw edge. This is an S-lock, and this one fits into that one. And then this has a raw edge, and this is an S-lock, and this one fits into that one. So when you pop this one off, you take all the screws out of the bottom, take your window out, pop this one off, then you can just pull this one off. You gotta take this piece off, because this piece is holding this in, right? It's just like a layer. You
Yeah,
take it
and you
apart
can see.
layer by layer.
You can see it once.
Take pictures the whole time.
Okay.
So when you're, you know, getting back to it months later, you don't look at this pile of parts and be like, I don't know where all this went.
Okay. 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 And so this is one place that's compromised over here.
You're gonna have issues like under the windows, and like here in this corner. And there's a piece of plywood here that kind of makes this corner that usually rots, although this feels pretty solid, so it might be okay.
Okay.
And then, you know,
Same on the other side.
yeah.
Basically.
And you can kind of look when you get this metal and this metal off, you can kind of like peel this up a little bit and look under here.
Right.
And you can even pop, you know, this might have some staples, or you can kind of pop it off though. Once you take all this stuff off, you can like lift the whole roof skin off.
How
you
much?
could run new electrical, and
Oh, yeah, that would be
you know,
great.
and you can put the old roof skin right back on it. This one's in pretty good shape.
That would be good.
So
And it's not too heavy. It's just aluminum.
it's very thin. It's 024 aluminum. It's very.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
They roll up in a big roll. See that? That's an entire roof rolled up on my mezzanine over there.
Oh, okay. I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. What do they run, the new roofs like that?
It's about $1,500
Oh, wow.
for all the metal. So. and I can order it. It comes in a huge, long package. And
So all this will be off, and then you can
and
really
like this
see.
front wall usually needs to be replaced, you know, but you can get the old one off, lay it on a new piece of plywood, trace it, cut it out.
Nice. Yeah, it's crazy the price of wood. I went to the Home Depot, I couldn't believe it. It's just shot more than double now.
I know, I bought 3 2x6, 8-foot 2x6s the other day. 3 of them.
Yeah.
55 bucks.
Yeah, it's insane.
$2.30 a foot.
So what's going on here in these holes?
The slide is pulling through because there's no wood left. It's rotten.
Oh, okay. So this is really important to fix. Okay.
And you'll see that slide in there is like hanging off. You know, like there's nothing to screw it back into.
So we're not able to work on it while it's up. We have to work on it while it's down.
We work on it up. We put it up and then block it up.
With like wood.
Yeah, whatever you need to do. I mean, show you. Come here.
Okay.
Show you real quick. This one has some C-clamps pinched in back here that it's resting on. And then a couple pieces of plywood.
Ah, smart.
Right here, screwed into that front wall. So that holds it all nice and rigid.
Okay.
What you're gonna find under there is this piece is probably like rotten down here. All this will be gone. And this down here. And maybe a little bit back in here.
Ah, sweet. Look at him. He's beautiful, huh?
She's sweet though.
Yeah, Susie had a pit when I met her, my wife. She had a pit.
So yeah, I mean you'll see, you know, that's the difference between new and old wood.
All right.
You know, it starts to go. These corners sometimes are bad, sometimes they're good. You just never know.
Okay.
But the front wall is almost always compromised in here somewhere. These, you know, when I have the front wall off, I go back and I seal it up. I put some wood glue or something in these holes so that you're making fresh tracks. You know, because it's not much that's holding this front wall into place. It's like everything all together is what holds it together. Once you put the metal back on, that's what's your structure.
Just to keep it light.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, that's very helpful. Here, let me turn this off. Access the Muller.